It's Week 14 of the NFL. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Broncos and the Chiefs on Sunday night.
Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in needing to do something to stop this skid here before the season ends.
And if you're leading this organization, one of the things you're making sure everyone understands, this isn't about playing for draft picks. This is about playing for victories.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. Leading them out, the third-year player from Oklahoma by way of Alabama, Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Hurts throw here into the hands of Boyd. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll run with Etienne. They juked him. It's a pickup of 6. The Broncos had 1-11 now on the year. They come in needing just to do something to stop this skid here before the season ends.
And let's face it, everyone now, they're looking to the leaders, both in the locker room and the coaching staff and, of course, ownership, because they've got to get a clear understanding about how everyone feels. Because to me, you've got to focus on everyone in the locker room right now. That's what you're playing for. The future, it'll take care of itself.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Hurts. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Throwing is Hurts. This is caught. Touchdown, Broncos. David Njoku with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So here are the Chiefs now as they get set for their opening drive. They're led out by the southpaw Tua Tagovailoa in his 3rd season now out of the University of Alabama.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Jarrad Davis. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. A give to ETN running right. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 1st down, Hurts. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Now Crosby for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
On second down, another run for Dillon. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And they're going to get this up to midfield. On second down, Dillon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Back to Dillon on first down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. On second and 9, Tua. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. From the gun, it's Tua. And that is incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So awfully close that time, but his kick's going to come up short by about the length of the football.
Yeah, Brandon, he got a little help in the mile-high air, but that one just didn't quite get there.
And Denver getting set to take the field. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
On second down, Etienne once more. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. On third down, here's Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, third and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll go again with Etienne. And past the 30, down to about the 27. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Marcus Golden in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Draw play, ETN. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Crosby is good, and that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So a great first quarter continues here as they add on to that lead.
And Brandon, I think it sets up what's going to be an important drive because it's now 17-0. So the other guys, they got to figure out something quick before this game gets away from them.
Taken in at the 3. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 17-0 our score after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Tua. He'll check it down, complete to Dillon. Running right through it. Again, powerful running. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. It's Dillon again. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. KC's offense ready to take over. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. This is Dillon on the counter. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. They run once more with Dillon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. They give to Dillon out of the gun. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Tua. And that'll be complete to Dillon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to put this thing. They'll send this away to the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Denver's offense now set to go. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Trying for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Hurts. There's Chris Olave. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he will have the Broncos first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Well, this might very well have been 4-down territory, but that's not going to matter now. They get a nice throw there on 3rd down, and they're able to keep the drive going.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Play action. Here's Hurts. The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tyler Boyd from 3 yards out. And the Broncos have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off by the touchdown from Tyler Boyd. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. There's A.J. Dillon, such a powerful runner, ready to lead this offense again on this next series. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. This is caught inside the 15. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
The Chiefs will use the to their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Tua. To Gordon, out left. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Touchdown! Melvin Gordon, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. On first down, Hurts. He completes it to Boyd. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 5 yards remain on second down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They're going to look to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for KC. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first 2 quarters.
Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, so I expect them to come back, continue to throw the ball effectively.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Now Dillon on the inside give. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Hurts throw here into the hands of Boyd. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. ETN up the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Broncos take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Tua. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Dillon up the middle. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Tua sets up to pass it. Shark's got it left side. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Looking to pass. Tua. That's once again complete to Chark. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Preston Smith just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And if we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helps contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe this quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Dillon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Van Jefferson, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. ETN bringing in another one. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts got a man, that's Richie James. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, ETN. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Another tote for ETN. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. A handoff for ETN. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st.
Holding, offense.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. From just shy of midfield, Tua. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Timing's crucial. When you throw it like that, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the 1st down for Chiefs.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. Tua now on first down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tua to throw again. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Open man right side is Sharp. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Tua now on first down. Now swing pass for Dillon. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that will bring up 2nd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And Sharp hauls it in. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. On 2nd and goal, Tua to the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone, and now it'll be 4th and goal.
Oh, my, that's a heck of a tackle right there on 3rd down because they had to swing it out to the back and hope that he could make a play. But let's face it, in order for him to be there and be in that position, in order to make that play, he had to read his keys and not be fooled. Excellent job in the open field.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's going to be caught by Kirk. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got an open man, it's Olave. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On first down, Hurts That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Here's Hurts to throw. This one taken in by Olave. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts. He's got Njoku over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about their 17-yard line here. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Olave over the middle. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Back to throw again. The quick slant caught. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Etienne. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Once more, Etienne. And this time he's not going anywhere. In fact, he'll lose yardage back to the 3. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Chris Olave from 3 yards out. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10. Tua eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
To Gordon, out left. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think think they probably said, if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe, because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs' first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he's going to have a 1st down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Complete to Bryant. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Again to Bryant, and again it's caught. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Tua sets up to pass it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Van Jefferson. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Broncos are going to get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Etienne once more. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Running out of the gun with Etienne. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So the Chiefs now down by 11, a minute 13 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Tua to throw. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. Here's Tua. Completes this to Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Tua. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now a throw in the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. Tagovailoa. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Flush to his right. And out of pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Broncos, they'll take them where they can get them right about now. So victory moves their record to 2-11 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.